And we will see now exceptions. Okay, exceptions here. So what is exception? Okay, what are the exceptions in Python? So errors detected during execution are called nothing but exceptions. Errors detected during execution are called exceptions. Simple words. Okay. So generally errors interrupt the flow of the execution of a program. So if you don't want to interrupt the flow of the execution of a program, we have to handle that exceptions. How you handle this exception means using try and catch blocks. Okay, using try and, so not try and except blocks. Catch block is in Java, try and except blocks in Python. Okay, try and except block. What's the try block means? Lets you test a block of code for errors. Except block lets you handle the error. Else block lets you execute code when there is no errors. So we'll see with an example. So there are some exception types are there. Exception in Python are represented by classes. Each type of exception is class that inherits from the base class. Okay, base exception. Common built-in exception classes: type error, value error. We'll see what are type error, what are this one. So we'll see with example. You understand what are exceptions. Okay. So to stop the flow of execution of program, we have to handle the exceptions using try and except blocks. We can handle that exceptions. Okay, how we will see here. Suppose uh, take a variable here, result is equal to, okay, add two numbers here, 10 or string 10 plus 5. Okay, so print result. Let's check the output now. See, it raises errors because Python is a dynamic typed languages. So whenever if you want to add string with integer, it raises error here. Okay, so type error raises. So generally, if there is a big program, so it stops the flow of execution. But I don't want to stop the flow of execution. We have to handle these errors. So using try and except block, we have to handle these exceptions. Okay, so try block lets to test the block of code. In try block, we have to write the which code you have to test it. Okay, so this we have to touch it. So try and except blocks or try and except blocks we have to write compulsory. Except block, except blocks handles the error. Okay, so which error it is? So which error is this? Type error. Okay, so type error as e. Okay, save that error in this e variable and print that e variable. Okay, print the error, formatted literal. Okay, you know format literal was I told you e. Okay, so and also just, okay, I hope understand. Okay, we try block handles the block of a code for errors. So try block tests the block of a code for errors. Except block handles the error. Okay, so this way we can handle the exceptions here. Just execute this. See, can only concentrate on string, not into string here. Okay, this is a simple error. Suppose if you want to, if there is no error, you have to write in else part. Okay, else block lets you execute code when there is no error. If there is no error, else part will execute it. Just print result. Okay, so if you take out this thing, so there will be no error here. Okay, simple. Execute now. Okay, say 15 because there is no error, else block will execute it. If there is an error, except block will execute it. Okay, except block we have to handle that error. Okay, try block we have to test the error. So that nothing but this way you have to handle these exceptions. Okay, so you can suppose you can write multiple exceptions also with single try block. You can write multiple exceptions. Okay, so suppose if there is 10 by 0 is there, so is it 0 division by error? Okay, except 0 division error as e. Simple, same thing, print f e. Okay, simple. Okay, it's a type error. If it is type error, it raises type error. If it is 0 division error, it raises 0 division error. Okay, so 10 by 0 is just execute output now. So division by 0 error it is. Okay, because it is a division by 0. Multiple examples you can write it. Suppose if you don't know the error type, if you don't know the error type, okay, just use exception, except just exception. Okay, if you don't know the error, okay, if you don't know the error, just use exception as e. Simple, same thing, print. If you don't know the type of error, what type of error, you have to write except exception as e. That's it, simple. If you don't know which type error it is, just write except error. Just take out this one. Just check the output now. See, division by 0. Okay, because Python interpreter automatically detects and it results in error. Okay, because it goes to exception here. Okay, so this way you can handle multiple exceptions and also So if you don't know type of error, you can raise this exception. Okay, exception class exception. There are so many errors are there. Type error, zero division error. If you check this, so type error, zero division error, value error, file not found error, zero division error, and others. Okay, so this way you can use try and except blocks to handle the exceptions. And there is also finally block is there. So we'll see with an example. We'll copy this code and print it simple. Okay, or else I hope you understand the simple one. Okay, nothing is there, just finally block is there. So the so here finally block is here. In the final block is nothing but the block will be executed regardless of whether an exception occur or not. Means whether error rises or not, finally block will be executed. Okay, generally close methods will put in this finally block. Okay, close methods are the file dot close methods. And if you want whatever, if you want to enter, if you want to enter whatever information, you can write in finally block. Okay, so try except block again. This suppose if file is not there, just execute the output. This file not found error, another type of error. So exception means if you don't know type of error, you can raise this exception here. Okay, you can write exception here. Okay, simple. Else part file read successfully. So just check the output here. See, the specified file was not found. Suppose if you file was found, it returns a file here. Okay, suppose new.txt is there. New.txt in read mode. Just check the output. File read successfully. Okay, the simple one. This one, or if you want to print the file in the terminal, just here this block you can write here content here. Okay, content is content. Check the output here. See, okay, there's a file content here. So this way you can use a finally block. Okay, I hope you understand try block, except block, else block, finally block. Okay, you can raise your own exceptions also. You can raise your own exception, not custom exceptions also. So means just use simple. Suppose if a is greater than suppose see if we'll define some function here now. Definition validate. Okay, age here. So you can take age here as a parameter. If check the condition, if age less than 0, if condition, just print it. Okay, print raise error here. Just say raise your own error, raise value error, whatever error you can raise it here, value error or exception, whatever. Just write method here, value error. Just write some information here. Age should be greater than 0. Age should be greater than 0. Means you can write your own message here. Okay, so suppose call this message now. If so validate, just call -5 here. Fine here, just observe here, output here. See, it raises error here. Okay, value error is given. So we have to handle this error here. So you put this in try block and write except block. If you are writing try statement, means compulsory except block has to be written, otherwise it raises error. Okay, except block. In except block you have raised value error. Okay, value error as e. Print f e. Okay, just check the output now. Simple. See, it should be greater than 0. Okay, so this is you can raise your own exceptions based on some conditions here. Okay, so that's about the simple errors, raising an exception here, and exception chaining, handleable multiple exceptions we have seen now. So raising exception. Okay, developers can also manually raise exception using the raise statement here. This is useful when a specific condition is met and the program cannot proceed. So here if condition and raise some whatever error. Okay, value error, type error, or exception. Okay, so like that. And exception chaining is there. Exception chaining in Python is a mechanism where one exception is raised as a direct consequence of another exception. So this will see in advanced Python. Yes, exception chaining. We have to raise exception as a direct consequence of another exception. Okay, This is achieved using from keyword when using the second exception. Okay, it allows you to provide additional context from the cause of the exception. So we'll see that in advanced Python, and this is so this finishes complete basic Python. Okay, so if you like it, just comment it to for advanced Python. Okay, for advanced Python part of our video. So this 90 minutes for the complete basic Python tutorial. So description available, this document available in the description, and also the tutorials of my Udemy tutorials, also links are available for complete Python exceptions, and find exercise are there, interview questions, project, and also web designing also there, so you can check there if you like it. And so installing Python is also there, I will put in description, just check it down. And also Visual Studio setup also link up will I will given. Okay, so that's it.